Welcome to Direct U.S. Immigration's channel, where you get direct access to our most up-to-date immigration and global mobility space. I'm an immigration attorney with almost a decade's worth of experience, and today we're going to talk about a visa for individuals who are temporarily coming to the U.S. to perform, teach, or coach as an artist or entertainer under a program that is culturally unique. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Maitreya Brown, and I'm a U.S. immigration attorney based in Washington, D.C. I'm also the principal attorney at Direct U.S. Immigration, where we work with clients in all 50 states and around the world. Before we start, click on the like and subscribe button to follow our Immigration Hub to get the latest immigration information that could be vital to your case. And also, be sure to stick around until the end to get a bonus tip on how artists and entertainers can sponsor support staff to travel with them to the United States. As aforementioned, the P-3 visa is for individuals who want to temporarily enter the U.S. to perform, teach, or coach in a culturally unique program. It is a non-immigrant visa for artists, entertainers, and their support personnel who may enter the U.S. either as individuals or as group members. While in the United States, artists or entertainers can perform in exchange for payment or prize money and engage in part-time study if interested. So who is eligible for a P-3 visa? So this visa is for artists or entertainers or performers who wish to come to the U.S. to participate, share, or develop any culturally unique program. Culturally unique is something exclusive to a particular country or group of people. This can include the following: a presentation or performance that is traditionally ethnic, a folk, cultural, musical, theatrical, or artistic performance or presentation. These programs can either be of a commercial or non-commercial nature, but they must promote the understanding or development of the traditional art form. This is not limited to traditional art forms, but also performances that are a fusion of various cultures and styles. This visa is also available for individuals to teach or coach. Now, support personnel to a P-3 holder can also apply if they can demonstrate that their role is within the cultural project. Now, what are the P-3 visa requirements? To be eligible for the P-3 visa, you must intend to enter the U.S. either individually or as a group to represent or teach your art. To meet the P-3 visa requirements, the applicant must take part in a cultural event aimed at developing his or her art form, develop, interpret, coach, or represent a culturally unique program, be employed in a commercial or non-commercial program that is a cultural program, intend to leave the U.S. when your authorized stay expires. Now, what documents should be included with Form I-129? The U.S. sponsor will need to provide the following documents while filing Form I-129 for a P-3 visa. So a contract between the sponsoring organization and the artist or entertainer, an explanation of the event and its itinerary, a written consultation from an appropriate labor organization, evidence that the performance is culturally unique, and this can be reviews published in media, affidavits, testimonials, or letters from recognized experts attesting to the culturally uniqueness of the performance or presentation. Now, how do you apply for a P-3 visa? The P-3 visa application process begins when a U.S.-based sponsoring organization files Form I-129, which is the petition for a non-immigrant worker, along with supporting documentation. So if the artist or entertainer was inside the U.S. at the time of filing and the case was filed as a change of status, then once approved, the individual will automatically hold P-3 status. If the artist or entertainer is outside of the U.S., once Form I-129 is approved, the artist or entertainer must complete and submit Form DS-160, which is the online non-immigrant visa application form. This form must be submitted online and will ask the applicant questions regarding their background and reasons for coming to the United States. After completing the online form, the applicants will be provided with a confirmation page, which will be required later as part of the visa application. Now, in addition to submitting Form DS-160, applicants will be required to pay a visa processing fee in order to schedule a visa interview at their nearest U.S. embassy or consulate. After attending their interview, the applicant will receive a decision regarding the approval of the P-3 visa. Now, applicants who are granted a P-3 visa can travel to the United States in accordance with their visa requirements. If the visa is denied, the applicants will be given a letter stating the reasons for the denial and any post-decision options. Now, recently I had an interesting experience with one of my clients, which I'll discuss a little bit later, that led to the expedited processing of the case. Now let's get back on track. So what is the processing time for a P-3 visa? So as of November 2023, normal processing time is taking around 2 months. However, the case can be upgraded to premium processing by filing Form I-907 and paying an additional $2,500 for a decision within 15 days. If the artist or entertainer was inside the U.S. at the time of filing and the case was filed as a change of status, then once approved, the individual will automatically hold P-3 status. And if the artist or entertainer was inside the U.S. at the time of filing and the case was filed via consular processing, or if the artist or entertainer was outside of the U.S. at the time of filing, then the timeline to get your interview appointment and visa stamp will be dependent on the U.S. Embassy or consulate that is closest to you. Now, how long is the P-3 visa valid for? So P-3 visas are valid for an initial period of up to 1 year, or for the period it takes to complete the program or events, whichever is shorter. If the artist or entertainer's performance requires more than a year to complete, the P-3 visa may be extended for another 12 months. Now let's get back to a story of one of my clients. So I recently had the privilege of working with a renowned reggaeton artist and his support staff who were eager to enter the U.S. for a highly anticipated tour. As their tour dates drew closer, we faced a significant hurdle in securing their P-3 visa stamps due to lengthy government processing times. However, with the option to upgrade their cases to premium processing and request an expedited appointment at the embassy in Panama, we swiftly devised a plan. So the next morning, they were able to process their visa stamps, ensuring that they could embark on their tour as scheduled. The ability to navigate and request expedites when necessary proved to be crucial in this situation. It was the defining factor that ensured the success of their tour, highlighting the importance of understanding the intricacies of visa processing. As promised, here's some bonus information that you may not know about. If a P-3 artist or entertainer needs their support staff to enter the U.S. as well, a separately filed Form I-129 is required. The following documents should be included in the filing: a copy of the written contract between the employer and the support personnel, a written statement describing the support person's prior and current essential duties, critical skills, and experience with the P-3 artist or entertainer, and a written consultation from an appropriate labor organization. Now, the evidence should prove that only this individual has the critical skills and knowledge to perform the essential support services for the artist or entertainer, and that a U.S. worker cannot replace them. Last but not least, be sure to check the caption below this video. We've got questionnaires for different types of visas so that we can help you determine which visa is most appropriate for you. And if you're traveling soon, we also have a list of some of my travel favorites. So I hope you found this video helpful. Subscribe if this content or information helps you in any way. Comment below if you want me to talk about something in specific. And share this resource widely because you never know who needs answers to these questions. Additionally, if you have any specific questions about this video as they pertain to your unique circumstances, please schedule a consultation with us, also at the link below, and I'll see you in the next video.